Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Hi, team. Hi, Patrick and Maciej. How are you doing, guys?
Good morning.
All right. So today we're gonna go over some setups as we did yesterday. Before we do that, I just pasted a link in the comment for a webinar that we're doing on the 9th of March. Again, there's going to be a massive product release on our side, so we're going to present this on Monday in a couple of weeks. So what you read here is the future of trading. We're going to completely change the way retail traders are going to leverage, especially AI. So stay tuned, and we're very, very excited. So if you want to join us, sign up with the link I just shared in the comments, or send us an email, or create a free account with MenthorQ, and you receive communication for the event. During that week, we are also going to have a lot of live sessions, right? So all of those are posted on our YouTube channel. So please also follow us on YouTube. And without further ado, let's go into the dashboard. Of course, one of the main topic for this week is NVIDIA. Tomorrow there will be earnings, so we're going to cover that in the morning and in the afternoon. But basically, let's look at what has changed. And essentially, we're still sitting in a very strong momentum score. Obviously, we're seeing high volatility score. This normally happens ahead of earnings. So obviously, tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting. And the option score moved from, I think it was very bullish to neutral. So we can kind of see here we had the score 4 yesterday, and now we are moving to a neutral position. But overall, we can still see positive gamma across the full chain. So here is what you can see there. Again, on the 27th, we have about 30% of gamma expiring. So tomorrow is going to be very interesting. And of course, the end of the week is also going to be very, very interesting. When we look at the swing model, we're sitting on our lower band 178.46, our risk trigger 204.64. Success rate of the model about 93% over the past 4 months, 120 days. So the way you can use that, we have a lot of videos in the academy. You can use that for directional plays. You can use that for option plays, and we'll be talking more about option strategies in a couple of weeks as well. Also, we had some other important earnings, and I think Maciej, what was the numbers of Home Depot?
Give me a second. EPS was lower, 3.58 versus 3.02 year to year, and EPS was a little bit bigger, 3.72. Estimates was 2.55.
Yeah.
Net sales was plus minus solid, and comp sales bigger. So
All right.
mixed news, but a little bit in the good position.
Yeah, and the reason why Home Depot is quite important for the economy is because it reflects the supply and demand of consumers. So people that are buying, primary goods, are building houses, are buying things for their house and stuff like that. So it's very, very important to monitor those type of companies together with companies like Walmart, Costco, and so on. So that's gonna give us an idea of consumer demand, consumer spending, and all of that stuff, which is obviously very important for economic perspective and macroeconomic play. With that said, I'll pass it on to you, Maciej, for our gold update. So the
Sure.
gold.
So take a look. So copper going higher, aluminum the same, so a little bit mirror. So let's take a look. Is growing, And right now, let's take a look what is going on also on our CTA charts. Please remember, gold price, white line, CTA positions, green line. Right now, we are in the neutral zone from CTA positioning, but we have a very big drop, not such a big. Also here we have divergences in silver. Boom, voila. Also picture is a little bit different. So here we are sitting and we have a divergences here in the price. So be careful with that. Also, we are not such a far to roll over on silver right now to change a contract. And if you need to check right now which contract is most traded, let's jump to our dashboard, click to active futures, then search ticker C from silver, and then take a look to open interest, later to the volume and netjacks. Voila! So netjacks is plus minus similar. Volume right now on K contract is bigger, and open interest right now is still bigger on H contract. What it means for us this week is a roll period, roll week. So it's good to have those two tickers in the same time on your dashboard. Silver, let's take a look what is going on. From yesterday, I didn't change anything. So right now, on the bottom, we have similar, the same clusters, but a little bit change view right now. From end of the day perspective, what I mean by that, right now, yesterday clusters, which are sitting right here, are in plus minus trying to be a bands from the middle range between call resistance and 1-day max, and I'm guessing right now we're sitting on 50% range. So yeah, we are not such a far. So gambling mode, waiting for a data, waiting for some informations, but be careful, we are not such a far for round number 19 and later, of course, 100 above. And risk trigger from last day, so from yesterday, sitting right now above 100. 2 days ago, sitting a little bit below, and 1-day max also, but still above 90. So it's tricky configuration. We know exactly where is our support zone from 81 to 77. Later we have on 85 plus minus our switch, and above a plan is very clear, I hope so. So let's take also look what is going on from our dashboard perspective. If you remember, I was telling you, and exactly the last exposure today, 61 million and near 9 billion on DEX. Predicted move 6 points. So this is the last day. And from NetJack's perspective, 85 main strike above, 87 and 89 below, 81, 80 supporting us. So this is very quick and I hope clear. And right now, let's take a look also what is going on with May contract K from May. Tomorrow, positive gags, positive delta exposure, predicted move was 7 points. And from the whole perspective, main strike sitting, of course, on 100 below 95 and 90. So each time 5 points, $5 difference, and later supporting zone sitting around 80 to 75. So I hope this is clear. And right now, let's take a look also what is going on SLV, where we are, what is going on above us, call resistance 1-day max and 2 times risk trigger. Above 85, we have zone to 90, and later round number, call resistance 100 sitting. Below, supporting first zone, call resistance gamma wall. If this zone not hold, then 1-day mean and big clusters. 2 times lower band with HVL 0 DTE sitting on 70, and below supporting zone HVL with put support and put support sitting on 60. So I hope this is clear, and let's take a look how our dashboard looking for SLV end of the day perspective, volatility neutral, option score 4, momentum high for seasonality is negative, but when we are jumping to our matrix, please take a look. We have positive GEX also tomorrow. DEX similar, predicted move $7.7 on SLV. When we are jumping to open interest chart on 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and of course 100. So each time $5, 5 points on SLV, we have a bigger strike. The same configuration we have when we are looking also for a volume 100, 105, 95, 90. So each time $5 on SLV, $5 we have a bigger strike, bigger configuration. From GEX perspective, the same. So we can repeat from 85 to 105 each time per 5 point we have a bigger strike. We are sitting in positive gamma regime, in positive GEX. Also when we are jumping to our multi-expiration charts, we have the same configuration. 80 supporting us, later 80, 85, each time $5. So if you have some questions about SLV or silver, I will be waiting. If not, the last thing what we have on SLV, we are not such a far. 125 plus minus was the zone where we have the highest volatility. Right now we are coming back. We are near 100. What is mean? Plus minus 7% is predicted move for each day right now. This is the volatility for silver. I'm not hearing that we have questions, so let's take a look.
Yeah, no question.
Right now, we are still sitting in a trend channel to the upside, and where we are sitting, boom, voila, cluster from yesterday, and today we have also in the same place cluster, call resistance, 0 DTE, gamma wall, 2 times supporting us, blind spots below, put support exactly where, below lower band from the channel, and if we cross it, as usually, we should get acceleration, then one day mean and lower band with blind spot 3 and 6 should support us, plus minus 51.00 zone. If not, later blind spot 5 HVL and lower band from 2 days ago on sitting on 5K. From the A plan above 1 day max, and later we have 2 times risk triggers from 2 days ago sitting around 54.50 and from yesterday sitting around 56.25. This is such a big distance right now. But looking at the volatility on gold right now, near 5% is normal predicted move per day. So is it big? I don't think so. And we should get a data right now in the 1 minute. Jet contract, option matrix, today 24th of February, positive GEX, positive DEX, predicted move more than $100, 110 plus minus, but where we are looking on the chart, also with the information and the data which are coming, also speakers today, we can get a little bit bigger pressure and volatility on the market. Jet contract 52 main strike. If we drop this, then we are coming to the negative gamma regime, tiny profile. So here be careful, it will be very chaotic zone. Above, everything will be much more stabilizing, and till 54 plus minus 00, we know that we have a supporting zone from positive GEX. When we are looking to the nearest expiration, today near 40% expire, main strike 52, supporting 51, above 52.50, 53, 53, 55, and 54. Tomorrow, take a look what kind of big difference we have. Boom, 50-50, the main strike is sitting. So be careful with that. Monitoring what is going on. You have intraday snapshots later after the bell, each 30 minutes plus minus. so you can monitoring how 1-day max, call resistance, put support, and other labels are changing investors. GLD, Plan B, 467, 464, the first supporting zone. Later, lower band from yesterday and 2 days ago. Above, of course, call resistance with risk trigger 490 plus minus, and later 1-day max a little bit below 500 and above risk trigger from yesterday. So plan A, B, and C, I hope is very clear. If yes, right now I will be coming back to CTA models, and let's take a look what is going on still on E-mini and Nasdaq, dropping. Nasdaq also, if you remember, we are dropping to the negative zone. So Fabio, could you let us know what this usually means?
Looking at CTA or yeah.
Yeah, when
So basically,
below zero.
yeah, CTAs basically is they're like large quantitative funds that are kind of trading mostly using futures and using technical signals, and they bring to the market a lot of liquidity. So whenever the positioning of CTA goes below zero, then that's not a good sign, especially if you are looking for long trades, because you are fighting liquidity. So the way I normally use it is I use it in conjunction with my strategy, but basically you want to monitor where the liquidity of CTAs is going, because that can be an additional tool that you can use to understand where if liquidity is coming in or out of an asset.
Sure. And right now, Nasdaq also have the same divergence like SPX, price sitting above, CTA are dropping, jumping to the negative zone. What it means that exposure for a drop is much bigger than going to the higher prices. So be careful with that. Tomorrow, Nvidia. Today, also we have earnings, speakers, and economic data. And right now, I will be switched to Patrick. What is going on indexes and ETFs?
Welcome back, everybody. So, I think one good recap was yesterday. So, watch the recap session from yesterday. Why? Because nothing has changed, guys. Nothing is really changed on the indices. We have the same stuff here again. So, we have now the levels looking a little bit different. Yes, I get it. But nothing changed. We stay in the range. And as you know, what we have on Wednesday, basically tomorrow we have NVIDIA earnings. It looks like and it feels like that the market is waiting for NVIDIA earnings decision. And not only the political landscape looks also a little bit critical. We have we have tariffs, we have Middle East, we have so much going on. So the market is waiting for something. And this is something what we should, us as traders, knowing. So if we coming now on the market, we was talking about yesterday about really easy stuff. So what we was doing yesterday, and let's do this also today. Let's go into SPX and let's map out our range where we are. So we have our top of the range. This was yesterday also really critical, the top of the range, because here we was flushed down 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Wait, I mean 4 times, yes. And then take a closer look. Resistance. This was our resistance, and this was before our support. And we can zoom out more and more and more, and you can see we stay here, and I'm not changing, by the way, the look bar ratio, how I'm looking into it, and it feels like a little bit stupid. So we stay in the range. We have also at the bottom where we get our support. We have sitting our put support 0 DT. We was not touching this yesterday. We was not touching this before, but it could be really interesting if we dropping truth gaps 4 that we come to our put support and put support 0 DTE level. So this is something what I have in my mind, put support 0 DTE. If we're breaking through this, 1 day min. And also, we should also looking into the upside with high vol, again, high vol 0 DTE and 1 day max. Why? Because this is really interesting if we come to this. Can we now, going through this, if we're breaking this and touching call resistance, or will we be more breaking 1 day min and come in all our risk triggers? We have all the risk triggers sitting here. Here we have also risk trigger and upper bands. So, but this is something where I would be more watching closely if we get some political event or if NVIDIA earnings coming out. Okay. Make the sense? Maciej, I need to switch to you for 5
Give me
minutes.
a second. Which is ES? Which one?
SPX and ES. Give
This
me
one?
2 minutes. I need to switch to you for 2 minutes.
Okay, no worries. I will continue. So right now, as Patrick mentioned to you, let's clear this. And voila, from the bigger picture, of course, we were speaking to each other before. This is such a big consolidation. If you know some lack of methodology, right now, perhaps we are sitting in distribution zone. Perhaps yes, perhaps no. But what is matter and clue of this? That the another impulse, perhaps to the upside, perhaps to the downside, will be a bigger one. And when we are looking that from April 2025, from plus minus on SPX, we start from 48.00. Right now we are sitting around 7K. We haven't got a bigger, wealthy, and healthy correction. And for us, we know that trend can continue and continue and continue. But what is the most important thing? That right now we can prepare ourselves using 5-day swing model, 20-day swing model, looking to our CTA positioning, and not only. And right now, what we have today, the data. Right now, ES. Let's start together, map everything. Plan A should be very clear. Above us, blind spot and call resistance. Below us, put support and 1 day min as a main strike around 68. Above 7K. Right now, we are a little bit below the box when we have 1 day max, HVL, and call resistance. Is it a good place for a trade? For me, not necessarily. Later, why not? When we're trying to coming to our cluster. If not, then put support sitting on 67.00. What we can also add to this, right now, the main zone, like Patrick also was mentioned to you, we was trying to push this zone many times and coming back the second box from the upside perspective right here. So we have the range 1 day min, 1 day max. After this, what we can expect, higher volatility, bigger moves. And what we can predict, of course, risk trigger, call resistance. I hope this is clear. VIX also right now not helping us, giving us higher volatility regime. So let's check also from that kind perspective. First we are jumping to ES. Merge contract, volatility score is high, option score is slow, seasonality is low, and then boom, we have something what is cooking here. What I mean by that, take a look. It's nothing normal that it's not normal thing that we have that kind of negative GAX regime sitting here. What it means for me, a big risk sitting here, big volatility. Also DEX, take a look. Negative, negative, negative. What a big negative. Another one. Till plus minus 6 of March, we are sitting with a really crazy environment. Predicted move for today, 75 points on ES, more than 1%. When we are looking to our all expiration, boom, main strike from positive gags sitting around 70k. But if we cross 6900, then holy moly, boom, such a big negative regime, such a crazy environment here. 68.50, 68, 67, 66, 65. So then a big flush should be sitting in our mind. When we are looking for forex expiration, boom, today near 10%. And exactly if we're dropping below 6900, we have a problem. But I'm hearing that Patrick is coming back. So Pat,
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
I was talking a little bit about whole perspective and Wyckoff about what is going on SPX and right now close ES. So let's switch
All
to
right.
you and continue, Maestro.
All right, guys. So sorry for this, but I get post delivery. My home gym, 500 kilo weights. The woman from the post, they cannot lift this, so fuck. Sorry, guys. All right, let's go. Let's jump into NDX real quick. As you was talking about already, ES. So we have the same picture. Take a closer look. We have here our core resistance with 1-day max. Why is this important? Because we get rejected. And not only, so we was talking about yesterday, what is really important today, core resistance. Why? Take a closer look at NDX now. You see, we have core resistance 0 DTE, and we have to go and prove this if we want momentum to the upside. And at the moment, we are on the decision point, high vol. Why is this a decision point? Take a closer look. Here we go. Let's use now a horizontal line so that you can see this very clear. Voila. Let's make this in a different color. Let's make it red. And let's make it huge big. And then let's make it, I don't know, make it green. And as you can see, here is the high wall. Here is where we're flipping from positive gamma to negative gamma. And for us at the moment, we're on the decision area, 24,800. We have to go and prove this for the long side. But core resistance, 0 DTE, and core resistance is something where we should be watching for. For the downside, again, put support, 0 DTE, and of course the 1-day min. So we have our targets and we have now our decision area where we're looking for placing a trade at the high wall to targeting the core resistance and hope that we can prove this and targeting core resistance with 1-day max. Or we holding this and come down to put support or 1-day min. So basically simple, easy stuff again on the NDX. On NQ, guys, we have the same picture. So we are at the moment on high vol, 0 DTE, and high vol on NDX. Same picture, decision area. Then we have our core resistance, 0 DTE. Same picture what we have on NDX. And our 1-day max, same picture. For the downside, only here we have to be a little bit more careful. I think really important could be today the GEX1 with BL4 and BL3. If we go and prove this, flush down to put support 0 DTE with blind spot 5, what could be here our 1-day min. So really simple. We have box-to-box trades. We have also now a really good decision area for placing an entry that we have a good risk and reward. We are at the high vol and the high vol 0 DTE. This is basically on my side. Guys, if you have questions, let me know.
All right. Thank you, guys.
And again, sorry for the interruption. Otherwise, they will be drive away.
No worries. All right, guys, let us know if you have questions. If not, let me share again this link here. So we're going to have a very important webinar in a couple of weeks, so in 2 Mondays. And there's going to be a massive product release. So I pasted the link in the comments. If you guys want to join, set up a free account with MenthorQ or follow the link, and you'll be able to take part of the live presentation on the 9th of March at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And during that week, we're also going to have a lot of events presenting some of the new stuff that we are bringing in, but it's going to be a game changer for you guys. So stay tuned. And yeah, thank you guys. And we're going to see each other back tomorrow.
All right. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.